Hey there, guys. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. I have done 3 videos already for you regarding fragrances. I'm going to do an extra episode. I will not perhaps drag for very long because I'm very tired already. Yesterday was a very long day. I already mentioned that in the first video, but let me tell you anyway if we didn't watch that. Yesterday was whole day. Sometimes you have to go to garage to fix some things in your car. When you get a car secondhand, sometimes there are issues. So I'll discuss that in this video, and I'll discuss few other things I want to share from my recent experiences. And I don't know what I'm going to title this as, but I'll discuss. I know my topics. So hopefully you're doing good and you're in good health, and you're enjoying your weather. If you are in a colder country, you enjoy your summers, right? Good for you. And people who are living in hot summers countries like ours, like hot, humid, this kind of areas, we are already falling sick, right? So please take care. So today's topic, I want to talk about not fragrances, but how I feel time is such a precious thing. It is only one thing in the world. Once you lost it, no matter how much money you have, no matter how much you put in effort, you can never get back those time. And you can never ever have a perfect life, but you can always do improvement upon your mistakes that you made before, right? You can learn from them. So life is a learning curve. As long as you understand that we are so powerless, we're just tiny entity in the world, and we're just nothing basically. Once you are gone, we are gone. But there are certain things we can do with our life and time because God gave us a lot of talent, right? People have special talents. Everybody's special in their own way. So I would like to say a few things from my journey, and of course, I am nowhere near perfect. I think I am improving with time. I'm learning, and I'm learning a lot of new things. I'm enjoying them, but at the same time, nobody's perfect. Okay, so I never claim to be, but I share my 2 cents with you. So first of all, time. The concept of time is fantastic. Our life is beautiful because our life is limited. One day we have to go, we don't know when. Okay, today, tomorrow, young or old, there's no guarantee that you're going to die old. You're going to die normal death. So we all pray that God give us a normal death without much pain. So these are things we pray for, and it's a scary thought. At the same time, we have to value life because life is so short. We get on average like 60 years now, like on average mortality rate or something like that. So time is precious. What you do with your time. If you're either going to sit idle at home and you're just going to waste your time doing nothing, no productivity, you don't earn, you don't do anything with your life, you're just stuck. I feel that's a waste of a life. It's a waste of time. And when you waste your time, it's a crime to the society, to yourself. Why? Because as I told you, everybody is special in their own ways, right? You don't have to think I'm perfect, but listen to the words I say. Uh, I think I admire everybody because I think even the worst person out there has something special talent about it. Perhaps he knows skill that we don't know. Maybe he's hardworking, we are not. Maybe he's good in IT, we are not. Maybe he's good at, let's say, when you see a movie like Catch Me If You Can, like Leonardo DiCaprio. He was a thief and he was such a con man, he could get away with anything because he had such talent. So later, he got caught by Tom Hanks and he was used to catch criminals, like I think, who are doing those same frauds, right? So you see, nobody's useless. Everybody is special because God made everybody, right? The worst person, the best person, the average person, everybody is made by God. I believe that. We believe that in our religion. So you can believe differently. It's okay. I have full respect to you. But I feel, let's focus on the time factor, okay? Time is money. That's one thing people say. And money is not everything. Money is a worldly affair, worldly thing, but you need it to, fulfill your dreams, buy the stuff that you want to eat. But money is also not everything. But time is everything. How are you going to invest your time? How are you going to treat people in your lifetime? How are you going to engage yourself? Where are you going to spend time? Where are you going to invest? All these things determine in future what outcome you enjoy or suffer, right? So some people do not understand that. I've seen them doing it, and they, by the time they're young, maybe now, but by the time they see it, it will be too late. I'll give you an example, and this no names once again. There are certain kids, they are inspired by our work, Fragcomm, fragrance community, or what I do. Many of them are inspired by me, and I'm telling this straight up story, no bragging, no extra editing or anything. And they like what I do, and they know that I am actually like known to outside world. Many of you who watch me, you guys care for me, you give me tips, you show me love. And also, like I do YouTube work, so I make my living from YouTube. So these things inspire people sort of when I collect. I don't have the massive collection like many other reviewers, but I'm happy with my designers, my Arabian fragrances, my some of my niche, some of my designers. So everybody like different things, but when they're inspired, some of them try to start a work regarding this line. Let's say I decant, so they think decanting would be a way for them to make easy money. Here's the one thing that is different and they don't know because they lack the experience. You cannot get shortcut to success. Many people, not just young people, some sellers in Bangladesh, they think they're so smart. They do this trick, that trick. They make 1,000 pages and they try to push their sales. Sometimes they can fool people, but eventually their main goal is to make profit and charge high price, right? But once they do that, charge higher, people, the buyers who are smart, they are not going to buy higher price because they're used to buying cheaper. They know, oh, I got $400, I'm not paying 120 again. So in that way, I feel these kids and these sellers are wasting their time. They are putting so much hard work. They even talk about me. They bash me all day. Hey, this guy does decants. He has to sell decants. He's poor, or he's like, doing YouTube work to make money. I don't have to do that. One of these kids said that, recent times. But I notice his work. I am telling him he's going to definitely watch it, or someone's going to tell him. No names, because he didn't mention my name. But he's wasting his time. Do you know why? He actually has 300 videos in Bangladesh, in Bengali, but he failed to reach to people in mass scale. 3,000 something viewers or subscribers he has, or 5,000, I don't know. But he doesn't have any views. Nobody watches him, okay? And people who watch him, very small group. And most of the time, I would say that's not a problem. But nowadays, this kid is wasting so much time in negative energy, talking, bad-mouthing about other reviewers, other groups, other sellers. And he's actually sort of combined force with certain seller. He doesn't know what that guy's real face is. So I can see that why he is doing it, what he's doing. But in the end, he will waste his time doing nothing. In the end, he will not have a business. He will not have a proper collection. He will not have views or that big. I hope he does, but the way he is going, I don't see, because when you do in Bengali, certain language, your target customers or audiences are the local people, not foreigners. Foreigners don't understand Bengali. So if you spoke in English, the same content, 300 videos would get massive views, right? I'm telling still, even though he is talking behind me, I'm still saying for his own good, perhaps he'll realize it. And the way you have to go to places, the hard work you have to do, you have editing skills, you sit in foreign countries, you have access to perfumes, you have good friendship with sellers. If your passion was there, you would stop bad mouthing about people, of sellers, or trying to be personal, getting nasty, which is not showing your class, it's just showing that people are just jealous, okay? Sheer jealousy, which is not good. In one time, you'll see how immature this is, okay? It's all coming from jealousy, nothing else. You want that fame, you want that love, you want that collection, which you don't have, and this is not the way to get it, right? But some of the people who are smart, they realize it's the work that matters. For me, my second religion is my work, okay? I believe in putting content every day. Even my haters cannot say that I am a lazy person. I'm very hardworking, okay? And he made fun of my decant page. By doing that decant page, I ran my channel, and I am a success. I consider myself a success because I'm a by grace of God, I am known. I am published. I am mentioned in celebrity books. They write books about great perfumes. They mention me, my friend Gabe. So by achievement level, I thank God. It's all coming from God also due to my hard work. People cannot deny, even God cannot deny your hard work. So I think focus should be more on what you're doing best rather than looking at what others are doing or racing with them. This is going to get you nowhere, okay? There is no such thing. You never win in this way. I'm going to have better collection than him. I'm going to belittle him. I'm going to have a niche that he doesn't have. I'm a better nose than him. Yeah, you can be a better nose. You can be a better reviewer. You can be a more passionate guy, but it has to show through your work, not by personal getting attacking, these things. So I hope this message will go to the right place. And having a huge number is not everything. You have to understand a fake number means nothing. When people do not really know you, don't care for what you exist for, that means nothing. Luckily, whatever small number of friends or circles I have, they know what I do. They have my back. So I'm very proud of it. So this way, when you waste your time, and once you realize, no, I'm not passionate about this line, actually, this was not my line, and then you move on to something else, you wasted this number of years in your life for nothing, okay? If you believe in public services, that's great. You like to serve public for no profit, that's great. But spending all your time, not very wise, right? So second thing I want to do talk about is intentions, and then we'll finish. uh, Intention means what you really intend to do inside your heart. People, you can show that, oh man, I am gonna do so much work. I'm gonna do, when I get the power, I will rebuild the house, buildings, I'll do this. You say a lot of stuff, but you don't do the work. You are actually corrupt person. You are in it for the money, or stealing, or I don't know, corruption. So your intention, only two people know. Okay, let me tell you, this is a person to person talk. I feel no law, no CCTV, no police can change a person or a society or a nation unless they want to change themselves, or he or she want to change. Okay, if you don't want to change, if you keep pretending, you know who you are. A lot of people, they like to show they are good people, they're smiling, they have long beard in our culture. I'll give you an example which I feel is a very disgusting thing, because we are not perfect, so it's not good to judge others like that. But still, those who do this, please take note. Okay, earlier you understand, better for you. As Muslims, we believe, I'll talk about our religion because I don't know much about others, but we believe people have to pray 5 times a day. They have some other duties. They have to pay zakah. Zakah means like taxation. They have to do their some things which are called obligatory. Okay, and these, as Muslims, people feel they have to do. Ramadan, like fasting month, 1 month people fast. Why do they do this? To go to, we believe that we have to go to next afterlife, which is going to be heaven and hell, right? Many of you believe that. So you have to be a good person end of the day. That's the basic understanding. Some people like to show they're a good person, but they are not really. They take bribe. They cheat people. They sort of like 2 time, they stab their friends or colleagues. And they feel it's okay because nobody could catch them. They did fine. Their children are fine. They have good cars. They have a nice luxurious life. But they don't realize one thing. Big boss up there, I believe in God. I keep saying it. In many ways, I'm very God oriented. Many ways, I'm not very religious because I don't feel some things I follow. That's just my shortcoming. But you know what you did, and he knew what he did, or the victim knew. Perhaps you're powerful. Many men feel they are so powerful because they're in the power, government, they have money. They can take, let's say, a guy like me down. A lot of rich people hate me in Bangladesh. Okay, they know what they did. They got kicked out from my group for what? Because they never were honest. They want to launch their business using me, but they never wanted to give me any credit. They never wanted to go through the channel. So I kicked them out. Okay, so they're mad because they didn't get business. Yet these people, they do business with people who are thieves, people who stole money from their partners. And they talk about also these guys with beard. They talk about Allah. They talk about religion. I find BS. Total BS. Why? Because you, on the one side, you are showing that godliness, greatness. You know what you did with me. But who you are dealing with, who you're friends with, these are not good people. These are 2-timers. They are drinkers. They are people who take black money. They steal from others. They do manipulation. If you can do business with these people, you are not godly person. You are not a person who are religious. So people who are bad, they are cheating. I'm giving an example, then I'll finish the story. I bought a car recent time, second-hand car. I had a dream to drive a car in Bangladesh because my father has a car. I used to drive that around. But sometimes you have a dream. So it's not a big shake or anything. It's not a big deal, but it's a second-hand car. It's a decent looking car. It's a Nissan Sylphy Bluebird. I will show perhaps one day in the video. But the car I bought, I was promised the car is accident free and doesn't have any major issues. You have to do like a little bit work, typical of second-hand cars. But I trusted the guy because he had beard. I'm not targeting bearded groups, but I'm telling you what people do. This guy prays 5 times a day. He gives money to orphanage. He shows he's such a great guy. He does reviews on YouTube. I was so inspired. Nowadays, I'll tell you one thing. No matter how smart you get, there's no way you can do business or dealings with people if you do not have trust. You have to put your trust on certain party. No matter how much proof you have, soundproofing, this proofing, if you have all the papers, if people want to cheat you, they will cheat you, right? This is the world coming to nowadays. And you have no other option but to trust people. So what do you go with? You go with your gut feeling, good feeling, right? I saw the person out of all the sellers I saw on YouTube and here and there. This guy felt like the most honest guy, and he does charity. I felt, I didn't even bargain with him the price. Whatever price he asked, I said, take it, no problem. But do small things for the car. If you have He said the car is accident free, everything. And he said there's a minor issue with the window and everything. He fixed it. So I made the payment. I brought the car home. Then I realized the car has a lot of issues. Yesterday I went and checked. The car had accident history. And lucky for me, it was not an engine related problem, but the engine, interior, AC, all is okay. But the car had accidents. So the car has airbags, right? Those were deployed. That means they are not in function no more. They didn't tell me any of it. You see, when you preach yourself to be such a good person, didn't you know what car you bought, what you sold? It's going directly through your hands, and you are expert in the car, right? I didn't. I went and fixed the car whole day by myself, paid the money, and I was so hard. What this will do to that person. I will not gonna go charge the guy. I'm not gonna call him up. Hey, you gave me a car which is this. You should pay me back. Challenge him. Many people will do that. I'm not gonna do it. The karma is gonna get him. God is gonna get him. I feel, and I gave him a curse. Like, may God make this person suffer the pain that I had, the trust that I had. The trust was broken, even though he's not my known person. But see, a person who prays 5 times a day, who's a religious person, if you do not trust that person, who else are you going to trust, right? So it's not always the religious people are always good, but necessarily, but I really felt hurt. I really felt betrayed, and I really felt bitter. I felt sad. This is what I feel, no one can change you except your own self. If your conscience say steal from other people, like cheat people or manipulate and then take away their property from your siblings or something, and just for monetary gain or some power or land, you became the smarter guy. You did a wrong thing. Wrong is a wrong, my friend. You can be happy about it. And if you're a person like animal, you have no conscience, no problem. Many of our community members are like that. They know they're corrupted. They backbite about me, and in front they say nice things. I know this, so that's why I have a small circle. I don't trust people, right? I'd say it up front, and I don't want to trust any new friend because I'm very happy with the current friends. So end of the day, I believe not everybody is bad, not everybody is good. It depends person to person. It's always different. So remember, sorry, long video. So sorry. Always remember, if you don't end up being a good person, no matter how much success you have, no matter how smart you are, you'll never be happy. You'll always have pain in your life. Karma will come and get you. And if you do bad things, worse things will happen to you. Okay? Very simple thing. If your basics are right and you never hurt people, you never cheated people from their rights, you took $10 and you gave them $5 worth of good, or you sold them a decant and you mix water, alcohol in it, God will punish you. Okay? If you don't believe in it, no problem. If you're just by name you're Muslim, fine, no problem. But I like to feel I'm not the most perfect person, but I'll never do this to people. Okay? And even if I have anything bad in me, I try to change. That's the human life. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for all the love you show me. I always try to be this person. I want to be not just a reviewer, not just a seller. I also want to be a human being, right? So thanks for sharing all your knowledge, and all your love and your prayers all means a lot. Have a nice day. See you soon. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh.